This is Paula Dirks from Paulas Senior Improv Games Training, and I'm here to provide yet another tip to help people that are improvisers lead improv games with senior living audiences. That means older adults wherever they happen to live. So I want to talk about what's called LOC, or level of care. When I approach a senior living facility, and this is typically a place where people would pay to live there, I want to understand the level of care of their residents. Now, level of care can range from independent living, assisted living, or memory care. And then there's all kinds of other facilities, rehab facilities where people are recovering from an injury. They typically would be independent living or assisted living. But we're talking about the three major ones: independent living, assisted living, and memory care. All right, so I started out working with assisted living audiences because they were typically pretty alert and had some level of mobility. But you want to ask questions when you call and talk to an activities director or a life enrichment director. What is their level of care? Because they do separate the level of care because of their different levels of ability. And I would suggest working with assisted living is probably the place you want to start because they're quite capable. I do everything from a seated position so that there's no concern about safety per se. And so that's an important question to ask so that you can start planning accordingly. And over time, you can figure out what games work with which level of care. I did not work with memory care until actually a couple years into my work because I was concerned about whether I could come up with anything that would be appropriate and successful. But quite frankly, that's one of the easier populations to work with. And I've really learned to adapt games for whatever level of care I work with. So an important question: ask what level of care the audience is that you'll be working with. So this is Paula Dirks from Paula's Senior Improv Games Training, and I hope you will visit again when I have another tip in the future.